So Christopher, he come in there already heated. I should swing on you. Please make your best shot. Make your best shot your last shot. Because once you swing on me, you better knock me out. Because if you don't knock me out, we're going to be up in here tussling. So Miss Shirley, she like, Christopher, come to my office. He looking, he like, yeah, you lucky. I'm like, no, you lucky. First off, I'm working. Look, if I was so scared and so worried, I wouldn't have never came to work. Okay? So boom, he ended up walking on here to the back. We started picking up. So I'm helping Dave, right? Dave like, man, dude is crazy. I don't even understand how he even got this job, right? So I'm like, don't worry about it, Dave. So Dave keep dropping the chicken. Boom, she coming back there with the ticket. So she like, don't you supposed to be on prep? I'm like, I'm doing both. I'm like, you want him to mess up your chicken? She like, no. I'm like, you better stop. We on camera, right? So boom, we doing the order. So Kenyatta had an orange Sunkist pop. It wasn't open yet. So I was like, who pop is this? Like, because it was on a prep table. I'm like, do this go with an order? And so Dave like, no, I think that's Kenyatta. So I hurried up, I grabbed the pop. I'm like, Kenyatta, this yours? She like, yeah, and don't touch it, leave it there. I'm like, I might grab me something to drink too. I'm like, I might just drink her drink. So I put her pop where the prep table was at, but all the way in the corner. So boom, I'm getting the orders out. Boom, I hear Kenyatta say, oh my God. So I peeked, I'm like, you good? She like, I burnt the fish. So I'm like, no, you African style the fish. Like the fish was overly burnt. Like, how can it be looking like tar? What would you back here doing? Like, cause you would love to be on the fish area, cause back there's the depot spot. You can text, you could be on the phone a little bit. Like, nobody really ain't coming back that'll bother you. Yes, we get fish orders, but not a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? It just so happily people are ordering today. So Kenyatta like, man, I gotta hurry up. Let me throw this away. I'm like, no. Don't throw it away. Put it over here. So I grabbed the basket and I dumped it in the empty basket. She like, you trying to get me in trouble? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm like, Miss Shirley might want to count it because it's damaged, it's waste. So as I'm talking to her, she like, I need to go get the fish. I'm like, all right, just go ahead. I'm gonna cover you back here. So it's taking her a nice little minute, right? So I'm like, man, what's she doing? So I go in the back. I'm like, hey, Kenyatta. She looks, she like, come here. I'm like, now here's the deal. I'm the up and left. Everybody is in their spots but me and Kenyatta. Okay, we done left Dave with the whole flow. Okay, let me repeat that again. We done left Dave with the whole entire floor. Okay, so that means that since we not there, he have to do fish, he have to do the tickets, and he also have to do the chicken orders and get it ready and send it out. When the slab of ribs come, he gotta sauce it up, place it. Right. I don't know what's going on because I'm not there, so no telling how busy he really is. So she like, come here. So I'm like, what are you doing back here? She like, where is the fish? I'm like, you're joking, right? She like, no, come on, where's the fish? I'm like, Kenyatta, are you joking? She like, no, I'm not. Do you see any fish? I'm like, boom, I shut the freezer. And she looked, I say, what this say? She like, chicken, fries, okras, onion rings. I'm like, where you see it say fish at? She like, boy, stop playing. Where's the fish? I'm like, soon as you walk to the back in the other freezer. She like, so why you just didn't say that? I'm like, because you spent all your time looking. So you hear Dave run back. You hear Dave like, hey, guys. So I'm like, oh, my God. It's in the other one. So I'm walking. So I'm like, what, Dave? He like, here, I got 2 orders of fish. He like, and I need the other ticket. The other ticket is ready. I need the fish for that. I'm like, she burnt it. We finna redrop it. He like, okay, so what do I do? I'm like, just skip it. He like, is anybody gonna come help me? So you hear Kenyatta like, David, where are you? I need you dropping and you got cooked chicken going. So she walking and talking. So I hurry up coming to cut. She like, what are you doing? I'm like, I was trying to help Kenyatta with the fish. She like, okay, I need y'all in the front. So boom, Kiki, she boom goes back to the front. So I'm like, Dave, look, you want to get on fish? He like, no, I'm gonna stay on chicken. I gotta get back to my station. So he goes to his station. So I'm like, come on, you ain't got the fish. So she like, I'm trying. Now it's fish bag on top of 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 fish bag. But then at the bottom, it's prepped like all steak fish and all that. It's fish like at the bottom, perch and all that at the bottom, already like soaking in cold water. So she didn't even look down there, and I ain't help her look down there. So when she pulled it, I'm like, just pull it straight out. She like, I'm trying. It looked like it seemed like it's frozen. So she pulled it, and when she pulled it, I guess it was kind of frozen, or the bag being stuck. You know, like how the bag is wet and then it get in the freezer or somewhere super cold and it gets stuck to the ice. And when you pull it, it opens the bag for you. So when she pulled it, all the pieces came out the bag. All you just hear something like, I don't know, the way it dropped, it was just like, dwing, 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 dwing. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. She like, oh my God, I'm gonna rinse it off. I'm like, no. So when I bent down, I'm like, they should have had some prep. I'm like, look, here goes some right here. So she like, oh my God, this is not my day. I'm like, calm down. So here come Kiki. Kiki like, where's the fish for? Okay, guys, I need y'all to give me this ticket. I'm like, can you just please calm down? So Kiana like, I have to go drop this fish. So she go drop. She like, what are you doing back here? I'm like, I just told you I was trying to help her. Don't start. She like, I'm not. She like, I'm waiting on that order. She like, that lady is out there acting crazy. I'm like, okay, I'll go out there and talk to her. She like, what happened with the order though? I'm like, she burnt it. Now I had to tell her. I had to tell her. Like, that was the reason. And so she was like, how did the fish fall on the floor? Because the fish was still on the floor. I'm like, I'm gonna get it up, don't worry. So I'm like, I'm gonna go out there and talk to the lady. She like, you better come on. So boom, I go behind her. I go out there. I'm like, go out the whole door. I'm like, hey, you waiting on the fish, right? She like, yes, I've been waiting for a long time. She like, I have a meeting to get to. I have a meeting and all my food is ready, but they keep saying my fish is not ready. Fish don't take long. I'm like, I understand, ma'am. I'm like, we got you some extra pieces coming. I'm like, we got somebody new. We back there training. She like, well, how long is it going to take? I'm like, just a couple of minutes. She like, please, because she like, I need to get to my meeting. I'm going to be late for my meeting. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. So boom. I get Buzz back in. She like, what she say? I'm like, she just want her food. She like, all right, hurry up. So I go back there. Now, as I'm going back there, I'm checking on Dave. Like, Dave, you good? He like, I need more chicken. So I go back there myself. Nobody else is going back there. I'm going myself. Now, mind you, I got the fish on the floor, but I ain't worried about the fish on the floor. I'll get in a second. Kiara, you should possibly get that. Because you the one did that mess, okay? But I know you in a rush and you trying to drop the fish. So boom, I go grab the chicken, boom, dump it in the sink, hit it with the rinse, boom, season the joint up, put it in the seasoned flour that we got, the special flour we got, bring it to him, boom, we get to drop it. Boom, now Kiki, she's coming. Here, I need this ticket. What's going on with the fish? So as she's saying that, I'm like, hey, Kenyatta, put some extra pieces. She like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, put some extra pieces. I'm like, she waited for a long time. So Kiki like, you didn't put no extra pieces? So she like, no, I didn't. She like, why not? She like, because I didn't know. I was just making the order. She like, but that's common sense. She said, no, that's not common sense. Y'all didn't tell me. Y'all just telling me at the last minute. So Kiki like, oh my God, just give me the thing. So she like, here, you can take it. So boom, I'm like, oh my God. So Kenyatta, she walks off. So now Kenyatta mad. You hit Kenyatta like, people gonna keep on playing with me. And I'm telling you, they do not want to see me. I'm trying to be nice. They don't want to see my ugly side. So you hit Dave like, oh my God, this again. I'm like, just keep dropping. Boom. So all of a sudden, Kiki comes back like, Roshan, can you come to the front? I'm like, I'm helping him. She like, it's important. A customer wants you. First off, a customer want me. Who wants me? Huh? Who wants me? So boom, I go on ahead and I go out. It's the lady. She like, I'm checking my food. She like, you said you was gonna give me some extra pieces. I don't got no extra pieces. I'm like, yeah, the new girl forgot. She like, am I gonna get, do y'all got some fresh coming up? I'm like, we can. I'm like, if you want to wait. She like, I waited all this time. So now it was, I waited all this time. I want my, all right, cool, bet it up. So boom, Kiki buzzed me back in. I hurry up. So you hit Kiki like, what she said? I'm like, she just want her extra pieces. So she like, she didn't even pay for this. She didn't gotta make it that serious. I'm like, but she waited. She like, okay, I'll let you handle it. She go back to the front. So boom, I'm like, hey, Kenyatta, the lady want the extra pieces. Just drop 3 extra pieces. She like, any extra pieces? I'm like, any. Boom, I see her dropping it now. We're still dead smack in the middle of a rush. Christopher finally come out from the back by himself. He come out from the back. So he take off his jacket, right? He take off his jacket. And he look at me, he like, but when he take off his jacket, normally when we take off our jacket, we walk all the way to the back and then we hang up our jacket with a coat in the coat area. He comes, he take off his jacket and he put it like on the side, like where we have like all the pans stacked up at it. Like if you come get a pan of chicken or a pan of fries, where all the pans was at. So he just put his jacket right there. So he comes to me now. I'm by the prep table, like looking at the tickets. Dave like, here you go. I'm like, all right, I'm going over there. He like, you got me fired. I'm like, what? He like, you got me fired. I'm like, I didn't get you none. I'm like, watch out, man. I got to get these orders out the way. He like, no, you got me fired. I'm like, don't put your hands. So Dave like, guys, stop it. Stop it. Yo, stop it before Miss Shirley come. He like, watch out. He like, you got me fired. I'm like, I ain't get you fired. I'm like, watch out. So boom, Kiki come back there like, hey, I need this ticket. Is the fish ready? So I'm like, hey, Kenyatta, the fish ready? She like, yeah, boom, she give me the fish. So he like, man, I promise you, I'll run up on you right now. He like, I can run up on you right now. I'm like, you ain't gonna run up on nothing. So Kiki like, would y'all chill? So as I have the fresh fish that this lady been waiting on to hand it to Kiki, boom, he smashed the fish out my hand. Swing on me. Boom. Connect. I gotta give it to him. I felt that. I felt that. I felt the connect, right? So it was real. The way he did it was smooth. I wasn't thinking that he was gonna even knock the field. First off, that lady been waiting for a while. I wasn't even thinking that he was gonna knock the field. Cause what did the field do to you? So I wasn't even thinking that he was gonna knock the field out my hand. So as soon as I'm handing it over the key, cock up. Smack before I could even react. So I go back like, Now mind you, I'm by the prep table. I grabbed the Sunkist, the orange Sunkist pop. Ain't been open. I just straight hiked it. It flopped right in his head. I ran up on him. So Dave like, oh my God, I'm going to go get Miss Shirley. So you had Kiki like, babe, stop, babe. I'm like, you mad? You mad? So now I'm grabbing the food that's on now we have food on the prep table. I'm grabbing the food, one of the pans. It had ribs, everything. You fuck up here. Get off me. Man, you got sauce on me. I'm like, man, I'll hurt you right now. So I'm choking. I'm like, man, I promise you. So Kiki like, stop. So Kenyatta, they come over there, they grab me and Shirley like, hey, you're fired. Why are you still here? You're fired. Get out. Y'all making a mess. So Miss Shirley is upset. So he like, let me get my coat. He kept saying, let him get his coat. I'm like, you want your coat? So Miss Shirley like, Roshan, stop. I grabbed his coat straight up. I grabbed his coat. Now he had one of those coats that had the cotton in the inside. It was a black coat, but it had like a little rip. You could see the little rip. I don't know why I did that. I was gonna put it in the grease. I grabbed it and I just put my finger in there. I ripped it and threw it. He was like, he called me a B. He like, and he tried to run. He was trying to run up. So here come Alex and them. They coming out the smoke area. Hey, what? Here they go. Hey, yo, chill. So Michelle like, I want him gone. Get him out of here. I'm going to call the police. I said you was fired. You leave off my perimeter right now. He like, I'm going to wait for you. Whole time he bleed. Because I threw the pop can at her. First off, don't mess with me. I ain't did nothing to you, Steven. Take the bullet the way you decide to take the bullet, right? So boom, he leaves out. So Miss Shirley like, Roshan, office. I'm like, but Miss office. I'm like, so Kiki like, baby, just go. I'm like, so she like, who dropped this fish? The fish is still on the floor. You hear Kenyatta like, oh, that was me. I'm going to get it. She like, do you know how much one piece is? Now, Miss Shirley, never really bigger, but now she's at a point that she is very mad. She's heated. She got smoke coming out her neck, nose, eyes, and ears. Okay, you can tell that this lady mad. She is every bit of dark brown. Okay, dark brown. Face looked at red. Okay, face looked at red. I was like, she was like, come on, let's go. So she like, by the time, and before she shut, she said, by the time I come back, this shift better be in order. And she shut the door. She said, sit. First, she normally say pops or squat. But this round is sit. So I'm like, but I couldn't sit. I felt like I had to defecate. So it's kind of hard when you feel like something to come out and you finally ease it down. And you got to still click the cheeks. I'm like, hey, Miss Shirley. She like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. She like, I don't want to hear nothing. You just got to write up, right? I'm like, yes. She like, what happened? I'm like, you can ask Dave. I'm like, I was working, and I'm like, you can ask Dave. When he came, she like, stop telling me to ask Dave. I'm asking you. I'm like, I was working, we was busy, I was next to Dave. I'm like, and I was at the prep tables, I was getting stuff together, and I was getting the order together, and we was waiting on a fish for a customer lady. So all you hear is do. Miss Shirley like, I'm in a conference. So they're like, Miss Shirley, it's important. Open the door. It's Kiki. She like, yes, Kiki. So this lady, she want a whole refund off her party order. She was like, because we supposed to get her extra pieces, but since the fight broke out, the extra pieces went on the floor. So she like, oh my God. She said, tell her we will get her a discount on her next visit. Boom, sent Kiki on her way. So she said, you see what's happening? I'm losing money because I'm back here dealing with y'all. I'm back here dealing with y'all. I'm like, I understand. She said, I talked to y'all yesterday, right? I'm like, yes. She said, then I talked to y'all today, correct? Separately, correct? I'm like, yes. And she said, but yet you're right here. I'm like, but you fired him. He's supposed to just walk straight out. She like, so you could come get me before y'all did this whole I'm like, no, he ran up on me. I'm like, he even came to my house. She like, when he come to your house? I'm like, yesterday. She like, why you didn't tell me that? I was like, she said, but I asked you when you came in, was there anything you had to tell me? I'm like, I know, I messed up again. I'm sorry, Miss Shirley. I felt myself keep saying sorry. It was like I was a big disappointment, right? So she like, look, go out there and finish your shift. He should be gone, long gone. He would not no longer be coming back. I'll be back on the floor to help. Make sure everything is okay out there. I'm like, okay. Sorry, Miss Shirley. I'm sorry too, Rashawn. I'm like, so boom, I go out there. I'm like, so as I go back there, they're still busy. You see Dave like, oh my God, I gotta go get chicken. So he goes back there. He's struggling with the box to go grab the chicken. He like, it's fish on the floor. So Kenyatta like, I'm tired of people keep saying something about the fish on the floor. Boom. So she go pick up the fish. I goes over there. So over there by the chicken station. So Kiki comes. She like, what happened? I'm like, she just wanted to know what happened. She was like, what happened with y'all two? I'm like, he got fired. Said it was my fault. Ran up on me. And you walked in and that was that. She like, you threw the whole pop at him. I'm like, I wasn't thinking straight. I'm sorry for running your shift. She like, don't be sorry. She like, I want to kiss you. I'm like, you better stop. She like, I do. I want to kiss you. I'm like, go back in the front before I squeeze your butt. So now I'm feeling a little bit better. It's time for breaks now. So boom, Kiki putting us on break. She put me and Kenyatta on break. So me, Kenyatta, Alex, we're out there on the front. Alex like, yo, what's up with homie? I'm like, man, crazy. He like, yeah, man, he's super crazy. So he like, look, I'm having a little slight little party, you know what I'm saying, in the garage at my crib. I'm like, where you stay? He like, about 4 or 5 blocks over from you. I'm like, really? He like, yeah. He like, you should slide through. He like, I keep the gas. I keep the gas. I'm like, all right, for sure. I'm like, just make sure you shoot me the address. He like, I got you. Boom. We getting ready to, kind of in our breaks. So he walks in, first. So I'm still standing out there. So I'm like, man, let me walk behind him. So you hear Kenyatta like, can I talk to you? I'm like, what's up? She was like, thanks for helping me. I'm like, yeah, even though you're stressing out. I'm like, next time, she got like paper with, words on there, like directing you to what station is what. You go on one refrigerator, it says backup. That means all backup foods. You just replenish everything that we took out of the freezers and stuff. I'm like, everything is pretty much labeled. She got one piece of paper that got an arrow going this way to say that's why all the sauce at. Like, I'm just talking to her. She like, hello, I'm still new. I'm like, yeah. She's like, so can I come over tonight? I'm like, I don't think you can come over tonight. She like, and why not? So she come closer. I'm like, oh, I don't think you can. So she was like, well, I'm like, because I don't think I'll be allowed to have you over. She was like, your mama back? I'm like, no, not yet. So you see Kiki, she like, your break is over in case you want another break. I'm like, no, I don't. So I walk over there. So Kenyatta like, Dad, you just gonna leave me? So you hear Kiki like, what you want with my boyfriend? And so she like, girl, please, you delusional. That is not your boyfriend. She like, oh, I'm delusional? Roshan. So I look. And so she like, who is your girlfriend? I'm like, you are. I'm like, come on, let's go inside. Because customers started coming in. Kenyatta's face looked like somebody threw an egg on it. It was just like, she was like, oh, well, let me stay out of y'all way. So you hear Kiki like, yeah, please do. So boom, we all go in the door, whatever. All right, cool. We getting back. We ready to rock out, get back busy. But it's another set of breaks that's about to get taken. So now it's finna be Kiki, Dave, and one of the other dudes from the smoke area. They finna go on break. Now I'm holding the front down, but I'm still back there, with Dave and Kenyatta, making sure they good. So boom, it started to get slow, but they still on the break. So all of a sudden, you see Dave like, hey, yo, your brother is out there. I'm like, that is my brother. So I run out there, I'm like, yo, what's up? He got no shirt on. He like, hey, that dude just came to the crib. I just got into it with him in front of the crib.